Take a look at this one, folks. I've got another great recipe, super easy, the family will love. This is another great idea from Dan Oliver from Dan-O's Seasoning. If you haven't tried his seasonings yet, well, you just don't know until you Dan-O. So get your cast iron out. We're going to get some oil in the bottom of that pan. Doesn't need to be a lot, but it needs to cover it pretty significantly. I did put some butter on the edges just in case. We're starting first with Dan-O's Outlaw Butter Dust. This stuff is absolutely awesome and is good on everything. We're going to put a nice coat on the bottom. Then we're going to hit it with some Dan-O's Ranch Seasoning next. It's Parmesan cheese and ranch seasoning. Your pizza dough, you can do whatever you like. I like using this Delalio kit that I get from Amazon. You can get fresh dough from your local grocery store, but you can do whatever you want. So this kit that makes two 12-ounce size pizzas, or you can do one bigger, 14 to 16 inch, and that's kind of what I'm working with here. We're getting out in a good circle. I want it to get a little bit bigger than my cast iron pan. So we're kind of working that dough out, making sure it's a good circle. Then we're just going to lay it inside the cast iron pan here on top of that seasoned oil. And I'm kind of working up the edge here because I want to get a little bit of an edge, a crust kind of built on that. Kind of going like a deep dish, but kind of not here. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I want to make sure it's kind of good and flat. And I want to make sure my crust around the edges are looking pretty good. I always use Rao's Marinara. It's my favorite type of sauce. We're adding some marinara down there. This is freshly shredded mozzarella cheese. Not doing a ton, but we're just kind of layering it out. Some pepperoni. I've got some Italian sausage, some bacon. Hitting it with that Dan-O's Italiano seasoning. Then some more of the Dan-O's Ranch seasoning. And then we're just going to repeat the process. Some more cheese, pepperoni, bacon, and sausage. And add some banana peppers, the Italiano again. And then the ranch seasoning, and then my favorite, the red pepper seasoning. That stuff is awesome. Getting it started on the stove. You want to see it bubbling 2 to 3 minutes. Get that crust kind of going. Then it's going in a 400-degree oven for about 20 to 30 minutes. Keep an eye on it because all ovens are different. But we did grease everything. That should come out nice and easily. Listen to this crisp. That is what I'm talking about. A nice crispy crust there, cutting through there. Family really enjoyed this recipe. The bottom of it had a nice kind of layer of seasonings, really crispy, but at the same time, it was soft in the middle. Very good slice of pizza. Definitely going to try doing this again, Chicago deep dish style. Give me a like and subscribe, guys. We'll see you next time.